Today we're going to be listening to Guilty Gear Strive, the Queen Dizzy theme. Queen Dizzy came out, it looks like 2 months ago. I'm always hyped for the new Guilty Gear Strive tracks. I know they're sort of hit or miss. Some people love them, some people don't. They're definitely a super departure from the Blaze Blue sound, and definitely different from the original other previous Guilty Gear soundscapes, but I've really enjoyed the 3 or 4 modern Guilty Gear Strive tracks I've heard, and there's more to come for sure. It's definitely a crazy series. And what if I got really good at Guilty Gear? What if I became a Guilty Gear professional player? Marco, why did you start training for Guilty Gear? Just an excuse to listen to the soundtrack more. Could you imagine what kind of a story that would be? And he wins the grand prize. Why did you do it? I just really like the soundtrack.
Faces in the dance of fleeting moments, my world shifts between dawn and night. Before my shadow lengthens in the twilight.
Oh, cute.
I'll go. In the sunset, the sky was the place.
Oh my God, mixed meter.
Before the darkness, how you took my hand. All that changed. Faded radiant dawn. I desire nothing from the flowing sands of time. A bolt of lightning shows me where to run. Tells us still all that changed. Faded radiant dawn.
I'm gonna stop there and collect my mouth off of the floor. One of the interesting things about Guilty Gear is how chaotic it sounds. And if you think about it, what's going on here? So, we have a couple different instrumentation aspects here. The drum sets. We have the electric guitar, we have the voice, and we have this piano. The drums and the guitar are just the loudest thing imaginable. And if we were to strip them away, don't get mad at me, but I actually think we'd have a beautiful Taylor Swift song. Okay, so but anyway, enough of that. But my point is, what I wanted to say was that what I really like about this piece is how joyful it sounds. There's a bright, wonderfully excited energy about it, almost kind of naive / pious. Let's look at the lyrics. A road unfolds before my eyes like a river that branches out, each bend a new color, different scent, and now I'm lost in the mystery. In the mystery of what? The road unfolding before her eyes. In the city lights, in the sea of faces, in the dance of fleeting moments, my world shifts between dawn and dusk. Before my shadow is left in the twilight, I'll go. In the sunset, the sky was a place with gold embers. Before the darkness left, you took my hands. All that changed. I desire nothing from the flowing sands of time. To just be with you. That's all I want. I just want to be with you. I got lost in the power of love. It really is a song of joy, of commitment, of we have a lot of songs about unrequited love, but this is actually a song of requited love. It's a song of love given and love received. And even though there's a bit of chaos in it, there's a sense of arrival, a sense of warmth, a sense of celebration. There's a real sense of belonging in that, and coming home, and acceptance of all the past bullshit. And now finally it's all in the rear view mirror and we get to live our best lives. You know what I mean? That's interesting. Wait, is a Queen Dizzy Stalker's wife? No. I made that up.
see if I can dance of fleeting moments. I will surely bloom in the open land. I dare to cross the line now that I see in the sunset the sky was a place with golden promise before the darkness took my hand. It was a warm all that changed without grace. They've been radiant on.
What? Whoa, whoa, dum 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 dum. That's a big stark shift. What's happening?
Pushing the sun back to the east does not change it. The world behind the eyelid remains miserable.
What?
But if the past was
R&B almost.
necessary to find you,
What?
I will accept anything, for there is nothing I want more than now. In the sunset, the sky.
Oh my god, whiplash. Okay.
Golden rose before the darkness. You took my hand. All that changed. They've been radiant and erasing the past and the present, heading for tomorrow. I'm feeling I can't define. My heart betrays home. My heart betrays home. I will accept anything. Before there is nothing I want more than now. Bathed in radiant dawn.
Wow. Fantastic harmony there at the end. Yeah, I mean, it's a crazy piece, isn't it? It's actually really hard. In this particular one, I don't know why, it's really hard to glean key character context. But what I find really interesting about this piece is the overwhelming sense of, like I mentioned earlier, the optimism. It feels very much like finally things are working out. Or like finally I'm in a place where I can accept things. But then there was that bridge where it shifted, where it was like maybe the R&B section, I mean, it was beautiful, but it was almost like coming to terms. It's like sitting with a therapist and being like, well, you know, all this terrible stuff happened, but like, you know, and then all of a sudden it's like, wait, no, I'm back. Life is great. You know what I mean? There's I don't know if that's right, but that's certainly what it feels like. But I also find it interesting because we do get a ton of like big sort of jazz block chords in the piano, while the guitar and especially the drum, my God, the drums are going like a mile a minute, especially while the drums are moving us towards an arrival point. You know what I mean? There's an incredible feeling of a forward momentum there that's there with all Guilty Gear tracks, but for whatever reason in this one it felt like it was like moving towards the sunrise. Naturally, let's take a look at Dizzy's lore here. As a half gear, despite her chronological age, Dizzy has matured at a rapid rate, giving her kinds of superior ability to absorb and process information. By the age of 3, she is essentially equivalent to an adult human, her mental age exceeding that of a 20-year-old. What? Gentle and kind towards those she encounters, Dizzy has a motherly demeanor, coupled with an honest heart and pure mind. Well, yeah, so you hear the pure mind in the lyrics. She loves nature and strongly opposes all conflict, despite her like music sort of propelling that. Her immense power and her lack of control over her guardians, Necro being a personification of her violent instinct, while Undine seemingly representing her sense of self-preservation. So maybe the middle section represents Necro. only cause her grief, as she sees it as a curse, fearing it to hurt others. Yet while she resists violence, which she can, Dizzy isn't necessarily a pacifist, as she understands that destruction is simply a part of the cycle of life. Due to her persecution by humans, Dizzy initially distrusts them and isolates herself, but this only causes her more sadness as she longs for human contact. Before she met Testament, Dizzy's solitude was such that her only wish, if she had one, would be to have a friend, someone who would accept her even who she was. However, her meeting several nice humans has led her to change her mind. So maybe this piece almost feels like maybe it's related to that moment of where she like gets a sense of discovery, and while she does have that voice in the bridge that's kind of like, kill him, you know, there's still a sense of okay, yeah, like humans, not all humans are bad. Like I actually feel like, oh, okay, like this is okay. You know what I mean? Like it's cool. Details regarding Dizzy's birth are unclear, only that her mother is Justice and that she was born in 2177. While Justice was sealed within her dimensional prison. As an infant, Dizzy looked like any other child and was found by an elderly childless couple who decided to raise her. She spent 6 months with them, but then other villagers became afraid of Dizzy due to her accelerated growth, and even more so after she grew wings and a tail. As it became clear she was at least part gear, the village believed her to be a monster and tried to dispose of her. To protect her, the couple hid Dizzy away in the Forest of Demons. At first they would visit her, but then they gradually grew distant and never came back, and Dizzy got used to living alone. One day she befriended Josephine, a blind girl who thought Dizzy to be an angel. Dizzy let her visit all she wanted, but told her not to bring strangers. Sometime in 2181, Josephine led Cliff into the woods as they ran away from Venom, who wanted to kidnap Josephine as to lure Faust out after Josephine got hurt. Dizzy and Cliff took her to Faust's clinic, and Cliff revealed to Dizzy their real name, Testament, and that they too were a gear. Faust successfully treated Josephine and finally cured her blindness, but she noticed Dizzy's tail and the color of her wings. Aware of Dizzy's return, the villagers burned Faust's clinic in an attempt to kill her, and Necro and Undine retaliated despite Dizzy's pleas. Testament thus vowed to protect Dizzy and subdued her. No one was seriously hurt, but Josephine slapped Dizzy, calling her a demon, and then told her to return to the forest. Saddened, Dizzy left, accompanied by Testament, before she could see Josephine's change of heart, thanks to Faust's words. She's obviously like just gone through a lot of suffering and a lot of this push and pull, like trying to, like, she's essentially like, you know, sort of a cast out, shunned from people, shunned from community. She's just your average gamer on the internet. I mean, really, if you think about it. So all that to say is that like there's an incredible sense of like just wanting to be accepted, and maybe this piece is actually the desire and the wake up call to be accepted and to be a part of a real place, have people connect to her. You know what I mean? She's just afraid. And I think maybe this piece that we just listened to made us realize, or at least like it was her realization that not everyone is bad and not everyone's out to get her, but that actually she can be loved and supported. Really cool piece. Thanks for sharing that with me.